Hey guys, Every Freeman here. Today we're playing some more HOI4 Kaiserreich mod. Someone in the comments asked for Ottoman Empire, and I was gonna play Japan, but I don't know. I have a lot of trouble getting like really into Japan games. I don't really find it that interesting of a country, to be honest. And Ottoman, the campaign for Ottoman usually isn't like that long, so we can give it a go. We can play some Ottoman Empire. It's a little bit different. So Ottoman Empire and Kaiserreich. Like they were on the winning side in the first Weltkrieg, but unfortunately they didn't do so hot for themselves, and they racked up a whole lot of debts, and they're kind of like in a pretty shitty position where everything is kind of just falling apart for them, even though they were on the winning team. So they've got all these people over here in the Middle East, and they're not too happy that the Ottomans are like, I don't know, being a bunch of imperialist dickholes, claiming land and throwing the weight around and stuff like that, and some people want them gone. Particularly your boy Farouk over here, and the Arabs don't like him that much, and the Persians aren't a big fan either. So they got some problems. And if you watch their other campaigns, you know that this, Farouk, when he takes over, he's gonna be plotting. He's gonna be having his little Cairo pact, and he's gonna try and tear your empire apart in like a pretty I don't know. It's not too bad of a war, but you are attacked on like a whole bunch of sides, and some people do have problems with it, I guess. So. But really, it's not that difficult of a war to win, and we can talk about how to do that. So, I haven't played Ottoman Empire in like a really long time. This is like one of the first kind of countries I played is the Ottoman Empire, trying to work out a strat to win that war and whatnot. So we'll see if things kind of are the same. I'm not really sure how they've been affected by a lot of the patches. So there's that. And otherwise, like kind of after that, the way the campaign goes usually is that like Russia has the option to come at you. In their natty focus tree, if you look down here, they've got the force open the straits. And also they can come after Persia, which if you won that war, it could be your puppet or you've annexed it. So the fight against the Russians is usually a lot harder than the fight against the Cairo Pact. Particularly because to like actually kill Russia, you have to get, like you saw in the previous games, you have to kind of get pretty far into them, and it's a huge front. And they're going to have a lot more troops than you. So just like... even if you're pushing in through Don Kuban Union over here, you're gonna have to push them all the way around, try and get a front line, right? You just need like a pretty large army to do that, and that getting enough troops to like hold a stable line can be a bit challenging. So that can be you might have to play in like do pincers and kill a bunch of Russian units, kind of thin out their numbers, kind of make it viable. But yeah, so that's kind of the hard part. Germany can also call you in to help them in the Weltkrieg. There's an event for that, I believe, and I've seen them do it recently. Not as Ottomans, but as other countries where the Germans will call in the Ottomans to have them join and help out. And there's also the potential for conflict with Bulgaria over. You see, you've got some conflicting claims on this land here. I think the Bulgarians can also get claims on this stuff. But first, it's like the Cairo Pact War is usually your first war, and it's kind of like an okay one to fight. And then after that, your game kind of varies depending on how things go. If you don't get the fight against Russia and Germany dies, and it's kind of like they really want to sit here for however many years doing nothing. But we'll see. I think we'll at least go up to the end of the Cairo Pact War, and then we'll see what things are looking like. And if it looks interesting, we'll play longer. So that's kind of like the geopolitical situation for Ottomans. Like they were aligned with Germany and Austria in the First Weltkrieg, but they aren't in an alliance with them anymore. Right? They're no faction. So they're kind of all on their own. So Ottoman starting position. You got limited conscription, which is that's all right, 2.5%. Free trade, which is it's either good or not so great depending on what your resource situation is. But if you're not really using the resources that you have all that much anyways, you might as well be on free trade. It gives you some pretty nice bonuses. And then we're on toaster economy, which again, a lot of people are on toaster economy, even though it kind of sucks. Government is pretty good. You lose a little bit of political power here, but you're going to get construction speed, which is nice. That's like an okay foreign mister. Then you get more construction speed, research speed, and factory output, and resistance growth speed. I mean, this isn't that great. Like you probably want something better here. The resistance growth speed, but it is what it is. Overall, like these guys are pretty good though. You get decent buff to construction speed, and like you're building civilian factories 10% faster. you get factory output. So I mean, it's not a terrible government. Occupied territories, we are occupying a bunch of stuff like that other people have claims on, which is, that's fine. No one's resisting right now. No collaborations, and managing subjects. So we do have puppets in Tripolitania, which is Libya, and Yemen. So over here and over here. And national spirit. So we have the Ottoman decline here, which hurts us pretty badly. Production efficiency cap is pretty rough. Research speed down is pretty rough. And it's also going to suck away our political power and like a little bit of organization and some stability. So like that's it's not the most crippling national spirit, but it's definitely not good. And then there's the OPDA, which is like the amount of money you owe, and like the other countries, I guess, have set up a council over here, and that's that administration thing. They set up an administration, and they control your tax income and whatnot, and then they take the most of it for themselves to pay it off, right? So you're not really in control of your own finances. I guess that's what you get when you're on your repayment plan as the Ottomans here. So they're getting kind of screwed for that. And you're going to have to do something about that to take your country back. Up here, political power gain, 1.39, which is pretty low. We have 43% party popularity, which is not bad, not bad. 45% stability, which is sort of average. Very low war support. Our population also not great. Even unlimited conscription, we only have 186,000 guys in the bank, which kind of sucks. And 33 factories, which again, it's like the Ottomans aren't really a major power, so you don't expect to start with that much. If you recall, I think Canada was 40 something. But in your land that you control, I think there's 92 total building slots. I think it was when I tallied it up. So, for reference, Japan has 88 and Canada has 70 something. So I mean, you certainly have like room for expansion in your land. And if you once you start clearing your national spirits out and you start filling up those building slots, the Ottoman Empire can start to get pretty thick with their industrial capacity. It can definitely be a stronger faction later game. The Ottomans also do have like a decent amount of fuel. We got 11 right now, but we are on free trade, which means most of it's exported. And you're going to get some more too after the war starts. Like you're in the Middle East, there's lots of guys around that have oil that you can take. There's lots of oil in Persia. There's a little bit in Arabia, and a little bit in Egypt, but mostly over here that you can get. So again, oil is usually not too much of a problem for you as the Ottomans. Start with 50 convoys and the usual no experience. Decision, so pretty much the stock stuff, and then we've got the OPDA. And after you've done there's a focus that'll let you renegotiate that, and then you'll get the option to pay it off or default on these debts. And this is pretty crippling to lose a third of your factories almost to consumer goods above your usual trade law over here. So that's something that you're going to want to get rid of. And I think if you don't do anything, this will what is it? They'll just expire eventually in like 1954, right? So there you go. But that's that. Intelligence agency, you don't get one, same as most people. Research lots, you get 3, which is the same as most people who aren't a major. So diplomacy, you've got our 2 puppets over here, and then a bunch of people that like you or don't like you. We do have military access to the German Empire, I believe, and we also give them military access, which means we can move through the Suez, I believe. Yeah, so you can move troops through this tile over there. So that's nice. Trade. So again, we have a decent amount of oil, a little bit of steel, and like a pretty good amount of chromium. So like Ottomans are you're probably gonna want to build heavy tanks as the Ottomans because you got that resource. Unfortunately, not much else. And since early game we're not really having anything that's going to be using a whole lot of oil, mostly infantry and whatnot, and we're not really using our chromium early game, and it's pretty nice to be on free trade. Construction, so as you can see, unfortunately, because of those the shitty national spirit and our shitty mobilization law, like most of our factories are stuck in consumer good, stuck on consumer goods, so they're not really helping us out all that much. But like we're gonna go ahead over here, and what I found is like a pretty nice strategy is we're just gonna build a port here. I'm not even sure if you need to do this. I think you might be able to just get supply from the German territory, but I'm not 100% on how the supply through a port, because you do have military access there, actually works. But I usually just build a port here and a couple forts. And like this is going to take a pretty long time. Like we only have 3 factories that we can use to build stuff, so you're not really going to be building that many factories from scratch. So I usually just start off with that for our constructions. And production. I probably don't need these planes. Get ourselves maybe a bit of support equipment, a bunch of guns. And I skipped research, didn't I? Yeah, okay, let's go look at our research and our tech here. So for infantry equipment, all we've got are Mountaineers and 1918 guns. And 1918 guns will lose to 1936 guns, like pretty convincingly. Like if you look at the stat difference, right? It's like double the attack. Double the attack. And this soft attack of 3 can be blocked by this breakthrough of 3 here, right? So you don't want to be on basic guns ever. If you're ever a country and you're starting on basic guns, like one of the first things you want to do is get off that. They're like already obsolete and pointless at game start. So you're gonna want that technology. Other than that, all we have is Mountaineers. Support companies, we get engineers. That's it. We do not have trucks even. Armor, we have the Wall Creek tank, but nothing else. So no light or heavies. You have to research that. Artillery, we just have the basic artillery, no anti-air. Land doctrine, we do start with a Grand Battle Plan doctrine, which is pretty rare. Not a whole lot of people start with doctrine research, but you do get Grand Battle Plan. And unfortunately, I don't know how good Grand Battle Plan is going to be. Ultimately, I think probably you'd want superior firepower. So that's a bit unfortunate. I don't think we'll be doing too much on we probably won't need this like defensive buff. I think I might swap this over. We'll do that. And for ship designs, Ottoman's like is a little bit weird. So you have 1936 ship hulls on everything except for carriers, which is fine. You have mines, you have transports, but like if you look at their gunnery tree, like instead of getting the interwar capital gunnery, they have improved light guns instead. And they have ammunition 1. So that's pretty odd. Like that's a little bit odd, but okay, we'll take it, I guess. And I mean, you can make like a decent cruiser right off the bat if you wanted to, and cruisers can be one of the better ships. So that is it's odd and it's kind of nice, but on the downside you don't have the capital guns. But normally you're not building capitals anyways, so fair enough. Doctrines. No doctrines for Ottomans, but if you look on your focus tree, if you want to come down here for the naval supremacy side, you only get it for fleet and being. So keep that in mind. If you decide to do navy, probably you're gonna want to pick fleet and being. Let's take a drink there. Air is also pretty bad. I mean, you get nothing that's modern. All of your stuff is old interwar. No air doctrine, and I don't think air doctrine doesn't force you to make a choice. I don't think. It's just whatever. And then you get no engineering and no industry. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up our machine gun tech. Let's look at our national focus tree. So you've got your political side over here, and this is gonna get you. You'll get an event called the investigation eventually. And you get one of the nicest or the most high energy events in the game is Ausman Fowd rides out, and you can get that through this tree. So that's after 1938, and you can choose to either dissolve Parliament or support Parliament, and see where you go from there. And then over here on this side is how you're going to get rid of your Ottoman decline. I think you have to do all this stuff, and then you don't get rid of Ottoman decline until you're down here. But these will help alleviate the negatives and your extra research slots over on this side. And I think these just give you an event, and you get like a. They're like, we do reforms, you get some benefit, and then they'll say people don't give a shit about your reforms, and they like hit you again. So I mean, I don't know. They're okay, but that's what this is for. You have to do it eventually. Foreign affairs tree. This is like a bit weird because like Yemen usually rebels against you anyways, but I guess if you didn't take them out in the Chiropact War, you can declare war on them with this. This is make a bunch of people like you a bit more. Kind of same deal over here, except I think this also gives you 100 political power, and you can go in and attack Georgia. That's something you can do. And this one over here, probably you want to get this early on. This is going to give you negative 5% consumer goods from your OPDA, and it's also going to enable those decisions. So, because this is like 25 political power, it's only 35 days. Like usually, this is like a good first focuses to do is this and this, and then because there is a possibility that Austria goes to war against Hungary pretty early, in which case you definitely want to get this. And then your economic tree. So you can't go past. You can't come down this part until you've dealt with the OPDA. So you're gonna be locked out of this. This is just a bunch of infrastructure, and then like this stuff over here is like a couple factories and some bonuses for national spirits. This one gives you monthly population plus 80%, which is quite a lot. And you also get consumer goods minus 5% into supply consumption buff over here. Industrial research speeds pretty nice, and a civvy factory and some political power. I mean, not the greatest focus, but you can take it. So the Ottoman tree is like pretty nice. But it's also like pretty old, and like most of your stuff takes 70 days. So, it's one of those old simpler trees, but it's not awful. Ottoman army, stability, war support, land doctrine research. Like you get quite a few land doctrine researches, and you get researches for two times researches for engineers. That's nice if you want to do that. And this over here is nice. It gives you a 3% recruitable pop, which we're going to need probably. And then you get a desert buff for camels and a few free units of camel cavalry, and damage to garrisons minus 20% political power gain with this. So I mean that's okay. And then this over here is like you get 2 factories and a bonus for infantry weapons, and the rest of the stuff is just research bonuses for various stuff. You do have 2 times for armor and a 2 times for motorized. So you can catch up to your armor and your mech like in a fairly quick fashion by doing that with these 2 focuses. Like you get a decent amount of research buffs there. And then this over here gives you another military factory and it makes your guns 10% cheaper, which is that's not too bad. And then air doctrines. This is a nice national spirit here for 8th generation chance and air experience gain. And another military factory, you do get a 2x bonuses for planes, or I think this is your TAC bombers and CAS. Maybe just TAC bombers. But you get a 2 times research bonus for fighters, which is nice. And I'm not sure, I don't remember what this event does. And Navy, this is nice over here to get 3 dockyards, but you do have to pay 10% consumer goods for 80 days. And then you get a few researches for various stuff, and then I'm not sure what these naval supremacy events do. I don't think I've ever taken those. That's a national focus tree. I mean, it's dated, but it's like in terms of power level, it's not too awful. We'll go ahead with foreign affairs. So, army. And templates. So templates, this is just your basic bitch 18 width, no artillery. 12 width cavalry. 12 width mountaineers. 12 width infantry with support artillery. So it's kind of odd that they stuck your artillery on your 12 width, but whatever. And the basic bitch armor division that kind of everyone gets. Of course, 12 widths aren't the greatest for fighting. But it's what you get when we're a bit strapped. And you're also going to notice here too is that a lot of our divisions are under strength. They're missing some guns. So keep that in mind. You got 22 divisions of your infantry, 5 divisions of 12 width with artillery infantry, 7 divisions of cavalry, and 3 divisions of mountaineers. That's your starting army. Air Force, you have 50 fighters, 25 attack bombers, so pretty tiny, but again, better than you at least have an Air Force as the Ottomans, but obviously you're not a major power. And then your Navy is actually not awful compared, like it's not awful. Like you have battleships, right? So your Navy is going to be stronger than anyone else that you're fighting. So let's have these guys merge up, and I think there's some submarine. I'll split the submarines out later here. I'll just put them in new task force now. Yeah, do that. So it's pretty easy to get naval supremacy as the Ottomans, especially during the Cairo Pact War. And the Russians aren't really naval power anyways, so it's like if you put a little bit of thought into your navy, it's not too bad to get against Russia. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to compete with like the Union of Britain or whatever, though, if you decide to join in Well Creek too. Navy's not that good. So, in terms of like how you want to set your stuff up to fight the Cairo Pact War, so usually you're gonna want to try and bottle off Egypt. That's why we have a port there and a couple bunkers, so they can like even if Arabia comes up and like grabs this over here, they can't circle us because of this German tile, and we'll have a port there and bunkers to keep our troops supplied. So that'll keep Egypt kind of stuck in their own territory. They won't be able to push in. And then you can block Persia off in the mountains and hills over here. And that's kind of what you want. That's kind of what you're looking to do. And then you hold some sort of line against Arabia, and then you guard your ports here for the Arab rebels. And you can even leave a few guys down over here in like Mecca and Jeddah, if you wanted to. Maybe try and take one temple or one tile off of Yemen. That's basically it. So keep everybody separate. And if they haven't changed anything, Egypt is like the only major in the Cairo Pact. So while that's going on, you're gonna try and block everyone off. Do a naval invasion of Egypt after you've taken a bit of land in Arabia and Yemen, so that you get them so that forces them into the peace deal. Maybe grab some clay in Tripolitania, and then once Egypt capitulates, Cairo Pact is done, right? Because they're their only major in their faction, and then you just take all that land. And after you've done that, the easiest way to do that is like to just do a naval invasion because you have naval superiority. Because they're going to have like one of the Egyptian focuses gives them a bunch of bunkers over here, and this is like a pretty decently sized river too as well. It's like this is like a pretty annoying choke to break, but you can just do a naval invasion and take Alexandria. You could also come down here in Port Sudan as well. I think they added a port there. That didn't used to be there when I was playing, but you can come in through Port Sudan as well and push up if you want to do that. That would be an option. Or you could also invade Tripolitania, which is probably weaker than Egypt, so they might leave their ports more open, and then try and push in through here. But usually I just go through Alexandria, and then you start pushing out, grab a few tiles over here, and then just capitulate Egypt. And then once that's done, you've dealt with the Cairo Pact. You're just gonna take your guys over here, and you've already blocked Persia off. And Persia usually doesn't have like enough divisions to really push into you if you've blocked them off like on a complete line. And if you do another naval invasion again, because you have naval superiority, you bring your troops in, you create a second front over here with the army you used to kill Egypt, and they're not going to have enough troops to like really respond to that, and you can just kind of outmaneuver them and play gaps, and then capitulate Persia. So I found that's kind of like the easiest way to win the Cairo Pact War. Is to kind of do those things. So that's I guess what we'll try to do. I suppose we'll set our army up for that. I'll have you guys. And then we'll have I need a couple guys here for the yeah. those guys over there. And where's our garrisons at? Have them guards pour some victory points over here. And then these guys over here. Let me make a line that comes around to Homs like that. Might need to train a few more guys. And these guys. So these guys will be probably won't use these guys for naval invasion first. So start planning a naval invasion. I guess and go from Beirut to. Something like that, right? And you know, we'll see where that gets us. We do start with a stockpile of guns, but like in a little bit few tanks. But like as you notice there, like we have a pretty severe equipment deficiency as it is, so I don't really count on that lasting that much. We'll just set these on strike force over here for now. And I'll just you kind of want to do that to kind of block naval invasions, and we can have these guys over here on convoy raiding. All right, let's give her a go. This is kind of like talking about what we talked about there at the beginning. So we probably want to get our cavalry to push in a bit, so we have like a shorter front line. Hopefully, when the war starts, we'll be able to do that. Oh, there goes Kerensky. And Kornilov storms Moscow. We'll see who he goes with. See who they go with. People must reject that badness. Words crowned as king. So I'm gonna have to pull like a couple of these guys over here and put them on the Persian border. Just the one. Okay, so Sultan's anniversary, that's nice. I think that'll be able to hold the whole thing over here, and that talks about the ODPA. Here's about Afghanistan. Let's go do the negotiate Black Monday. And Ottomans also get hit by Black Monday too, if I remember correctly. So you have the two field marshals here. Mustafa Kemal unfortunately winds up dying. I think pretty early on, so it's kind of sad. But I mean, it is what it is. Oh no. So we get hit with you know, it's pretty rough, but not as bad as some countries get it. the Ottomans actually do start with like some pretty like okay generals. Like, you got like over here, you have our tank guy over here also starts with Desert Fox, which is nice. I think what I might do actually is I'll put the yeah, this guy. We'll put the tank guy over here. That way you might be able to get Mountaineer. Maybe. Be nice. So, like you get like some pretty decent guys. You get Fort Buster you start with. Organizers. This guy can be promoted to Logistics Wizard. You have like the Armor Officer over here. That's nice. You know, a couple guys that have a terrain trait already. Yeah, usually the Desert Fox there. So, not the worst loadout. Actually, I have two guys go over here and just station yourself there. Keep that port open. Keep Mecca. I got negotiations done over here. Then I'm gonna go for matters of the state and start to maybe push our research slot and like deal with some of our try and clear some of those debuffs. Probably actually also be smarter just once these guys are in position. Yeah, I'll just delete all these. Like, we're not going to be, these guys are all going to be defensive anyway. It's not going to be moving with them. So we'll just assign some more stuff there too. Let's go with concentrated industry, I guess. And probably also going to want our construction technology. That's actually, you can probably, you know what, we can wait on that because we're not, like, we only have 3 factories right now, so it's not going to help us out all that much. Let's pick up our research speed instead. And then we might be building good guns. And we also probably want to trade for steel after that port's built. Might want to trade for steel now, actually. But we only have 3 factories, and that port's, I think, is probably pretty important, so we'll let that finish. And we'll have these guys group up over here, and you guys can, like, I guess, group up over here. We just have the 2 armies. And I guess these guys that can be green, they'll probably be facing off against Egypt, and these guys can be black, because they'll be up against Iran. I mean. These guys, dark red. Maybe make these guys dark gray. So we'll go like that. Yeah, so we do have quite the guns deficit. Looks like Carles's coup in Argentina has failed. That's unfortunate for Mr. Carles. That's done. We should be able to up our economy law. There we go. 2 factories left. Trade 1 steel with okay, so we want to go up to early mobilization here. And we want to trade, definitely trade for some steel. Can only get 1 steel from Germany. So, I don't know, get it from Flanders, Wallonia, I guess. Let's get 2 steel. And I think we need, for the next level over here, partial mode, we need 25% water support, so we might just go ahead and pick up. Let's pick this up over here, stability and water support, and then we'll go get our next political power. Sun over China. So now we've got move them right down your doctrine tree. Now we've got enough steel to make our guns, so we're making 7 guns a day. It's not a whole lot, but hopefully we'll clear that with Chiropact War. And again, having guns one will be a lot better than having basic guns. Union Socialista. Let's grab our next production efficiency tech, maybe. Or we all start building trucks. I want that. Also, I could also go for the Ghazi here. I'll just grab the extra research feed. It's like our guns are what's important. We're not close to hitting our production cap yet, so production efficiency is not going to help us out all that much. And like we're not going to be building those tanks anyways, and I'm pretty far off a research bonus, and I can't really afford to. It'll be pretty rough to stick to like hard research and ahead of time tank. So we'll have to leave that for later when our situation improves, I think. So we'll probably use whenever bonuses to go and grab. We'll go like we'll get this, and then we'll use one of the bonuses to get down to here. Excuse me. Do this, and yeah, I might also want the 2 military factories over here, but I think I'm gonna go for this first to get some political power. Oh dang! So we're gonna hold on this event here, and go up to partial mob. Poland joins the Reichspakt. Come on. Okay. And unfortunately, Omar Farouk's wife died, so that's it's a bit rough. I think you guys should probably just be cavalry. Can I do that? Yeah, I'll even get guns back from that, so we'll do that. I'm not even in the mountains anyways, so okay. So I think after that we just start building some civies. And I think our best province is still probably Constantinople, so I guess we build something there, and then build some civies over there. Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye out for the Bulgarians later. I'm pretty sure they get an option to try and go to war against us over the spit of land here. Definitely don't want that to happen. I believe we'll also get an option once the Belgrade Pact War starts. We can try and pick this fight with them here. Get even more land, which we might want to do. But that could be a problem if you don't want to be fighting that and the Cairo Pact at the same time, probably. You can do it, but I'd rather deal with one than the other, given the choice, right? And like another kind of cheesy thing you can do if you're the Ottomans is like you can take all of Yemen's units and all of Tripolitania's units, like with the request forces, and then that kind of leaves them with no army when they rebel against you, which makes them kind of free kills. In addition to giving you a few more garrison troops, and you can also send volunteers to Arabia, and just usually Jabal Shamar loses, and you just want to stick a unit on their capital. And you know, if these guys don't resolve their war before the Cairo Pact forms, that can like fuck up that war a little bit. So if you want to be really cheesy, you can kind of do those things. But I'm not going to. I'm just gonna play straight up. Let's get the. Yeah, let's do the. You know what? Maybe we do want those military factories, which makes this kind of a waste to have taken that right now, because we're not at 50. We're not at 100 for anything. Like we might want extensive conscription. So I think I'll just go for the research slot. We could have also got the factories from over here, but I'm going to go for the research slot, and that should help out. It should help out a bit. And it does help offset our pretty rough research speed debuff there. We lose 10% research speed. So. Yeah, we should have solved our gun situation by the time the Cairo Pact War starts, which is nice. Well, Egyptian Sultan's dead. Now his boy Farouk has taken over. I'll just leave that on infinite. Destroyers is fine to build. We might actually want some convoys though. Let's go turn that alarm off. Alright, we got Eid. Gets us a little bit of political power. That's nice. So I might want a company next, or I think you can, like, I think there was a change recently that'll let you go to extensive conscription even if you're not at war, which is quite nice. It didn't used to be that way. But you need 50% war support for that anyways. Like, I think the next thing we're probably going to try and grab is maybe industrial company. Their political power. Get our research slot. I don't think I'll grab our military factories after this. And we're getting close to the point where we're going to want machine tools as well. But our gun efficiency growing. I think that's what we'll do with this. Goes Belgrade Pact. Okay, got mech computing. We'll pick up our machine tools. So Saudi Arabia has won that war, which usually they do. We'll have to be on the lookout for the Saudis. What's our division cap? Should probably check. 46 divisions only we're allowed to have, so we're getting pretty close to that cap. Yeah, now that I think about it, pushing into Russia is going to be would be extremely difficult, especially if you can't get because the Ottomans aren't a major, so they're not going to get the not going to get division cap increase from that. So the Egyptians have held a conference in Cairo. Oof. Oof, trying to destroy the greatness of the House of Osman, those bastards. How dare they do that? It was the Balkan War. Again, this is like another event you could probably send volunteers for, too, for experience. But we'll see. Yeah, so we get this option to demand Western Thrace, which I don't think we're gonna do. I think yeah, they're gonna do that. Don't want that entanglement. Alright, got an extra research slot. And there's a socialist art show. So what do we want? Let's start getting our construction tech maybe. Or the other thing we could do too is because we will be at war early, we could also go and start grabbing some of these infantry upgrades. Let's get our motorized researched. And I think I'll start working on our tank. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, still only have 4 factories building stuff, so construction isn't gonna help us out all that much. I think from here we go and yeah, let's start working on our tank. I think the next thing we're going to do is, after we get these military factories here, I'm going to go and then pick up economic initiatives, and then that'll give us a research bonus for going to concentrated 3, which probably we want. And I think it's getting close to that time. Chiropact. We do the chiropact in May, and then usually Farouk wants to come after us. Bastard. Army takes over in the Philippines. Okay, I think that's the Iron Marshal they get. Or no, sorry, that's the Philippines. So what am I thinking? It's not. Siam is not the Philippines, obviously. Obviously. I'm just gonna deploy this unit over here, even though it's a bit under strength. And have this just go stand on the support here. Guangzhou federal government proclaimed already. Alright, you're the green boy, so you can go on green team. Now those things go in the American Civil War. Looks like it's standard four-way. Oh, and there's Austrian Empire declares war on Hungary, which means we want to negotiate these payments. Get some of our factories back. Belgian Syndical Republic. Oof. Doing the Internationale. That's bad for Germany. And they're in the... Yeah, that's bad for Germany, because that's going to give them a way to kind of push in easier. As if the Germans didn't have a hard time enough already this patch. Brutal. Well, there's Farouk doing his little chiropact. Talking shit about us behind our backs. Let's do our economic initiatives. And let's also maybe get an extra steel. And this is 40 to 70. Okay, so we'll go and 106 days for this. Yeah, let's get the extra tack. Sure. Well, Boston. Donkuban Union joins the Reichspakt, so that's nice. Alright, so we can renegotiate the payments. We can do declare default. We can offer consumer goods. We can offer a one-time payment. I'm just gonna offer them a one-time payment and see what they say. I can't remember specifically what they do. Oh, well, they rejected our offer, so we're just gonna declare default. Sorry. That'll help us get a little bit of our industry back, anyways. Nice. We have initial stabilization. So it's going to reduce the impact of Black Monday by a little bit. It was enough to bump us over the threshold for another factory too, so that's great. And Totalists and Baharadia Commune. Okay. So I'll pick that up. I wonder if the Mozambique Bush War. I'm pretty sure there's like a revive Ottoman intelligence. Yeah, unfortunately this it's old, so it doesn't actually give you an intelligence agency. So Dainu Volker show. So this is Hermann Göring's Human Zoo. They're showing off authentic African tribes, men and women, and we're gonna get 2% stability from that. Thanks, Göring. What a Chad. Oh, Saudis have joined the Kaiserreich. Those naughty Saudis. Alright, so we're making lots of guns now. There's 63 days. Clear guns. Oh, now he's supporting Idris, and Idris is this motherfucker who thinks he can just go over here and take over Tripolitania, which is supposed to be a puppet, and like liberate them or something dumb like that. Put you guys on invasion support, maybe. Oh, there, we got our economic initiatives, so that's nice. And for motorization. So like, we could probably time some of those researches like a little bit better, but that's I think we're doing okay. And this will be our ahead of time industry. We'll pick that up, and I think we might actually want to start putting one factory on trucks. Start building production efficiency on that. Like we will need those later, even though it does hurt to be a little bit more behind on our guns. Gazi. Let's pick up construction now. I mean, we've starting to clear Black Monday a little bit. We've got 5 factories, building some more. Let's get our construction. Mexico has joined the 3rd International. Okay. I also want to get down to here too to again get that negative % consumer goods, but I think I want to get our tank research first. And then production efficiency cap is also nice to have, but it's 140 days to get down there. Al-Ashorda has capitulated. Supporting Arab rebels. Ooh, you sneaky bastard, Farouk. So these are coming for us pretty soon. Next pick. What do we want here? What do we want here? So don't want to go on to tanks yet. Like, we want to pick up fighter. I mean, we'll want to build air eventually. I don't know if we'll need that. What would be most helpful here? Let's maybe pick up our radio technology. All right, our guns are in the green now, so that's nice. Ooh, counter-revolution in Chile. I think you start with an ace too as the Ottomans was interesting. Get this guy over here. Assign these guys to our invasion army. What's going on here? Idris, that fucker. So Idris did win in Tripolitania, so they will be against us. Oh, and there comes Farouk's war goal.
İntikal ediyorsun. Haydi.
Hungary has capitulated. Oh, there come the Iranians. Let's see if they decide to call the Saudis. Yeah, they're at war with us actually, so let's
Anlaşıldı. İntikal ediyoruz. Haydi. Evet. Tamam.
there's our desert war. Nice. Our finest hour. Oh. And this is an event that fires here. You get the Arab Revolt. You walk over there.
Tamamdır.
Did Yemen stay loyal? Yeah, Yemen hasn't done anything yet, so they're just they're still minding their own business. And then you get these decisions over here. You can build some forts. So you want to Baghdad and Aleppo. Usually I find that's not really necessary. I'd let you mobilize a bit quicker. Let's see if the AI was smart enough to guard their ports this time.
Anlaşıldı. Tamamdır. Anlaşıldı.
It's like, probably not. Probably not. Too busy trying to crack into this tile over here. But you can see attacking across that river and into forts, not the greatest stats over there, you know? Can have a rough time. These guys, we'll see if they should be landing shortly anyway. Let's put the speed up one. Now that
Buradan gidiyoruz.
you move over here.
İhtiyacım var. Tamamdır. Yaralandım. Sıhhiyeci. Buradan gidiyoruz.
Alright, there we go. Oh man, those fucking Yemeni motherfuckers. Wait, hold on, hold. Don't want to walk off her port. That'd be ridiculous. So leave one guy over here, and the rest of you guys.
Anlaşıldı. Anlaşıldı. Tamamdır. Anlaşıldı. Buradan gidiyoruz.
No work here, no work. Might actually be able to push through that actually. I need my my planes to bomb that though.
Acilen takviyeye ihtiyacım var.
Eat again. Looks like some Egyptian convoys, that's nice. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Gotta cut off there. Interesting. I thought I had a guy there. Guess not. Catching some Egyptian subs. Yeah, Persians can't push. They're like stuck in the mountains there, so that's nice. Let's come over this way. Move over there. Let's add some artillery. This guy over on the board extreme will counterattack him. Cairo. This way is Cairo open. No, not anymore. I missed my chance, or maybe not. We're all holding fine over here and over there. March around this way. Got the fucking sandstorm, so it's like a little bit difficult to see now. You attack there. We'll bring these guys around this way. Or you know what? That's I'll have you hold. We'll pin here, and then have you move over here. you don't need to be attacking. It's fine.
Buradan gidiyoruz. Anlaşıldı.
Those guys start moving down to a swan. Everything looks fine over here.
Anlaşıldı.
I actually want to drop these units now.
Tamamdır. Evet. Tamamdır. Anlaşıldı.
Our armor effort, so that's nice to get. And we're still not on extensive yet, so we don't need to do that. Let's go and pick up our civilian factory.
Tamamdır. İntikal ediyoruz. Haydi. Evet. Evet. Evet. Buradan gidiyoruz. İntikal ediyoruz. Haydi.
You in the chiropact? Yes, you are. Okay.
Buradayım. Yardıma ihtiyacım var. Evet. Biri bana takviye eylesin. Anlaşıldı.
You can kill this militia finally. On Damascus.
Tamamdır.
Oh, and looks like we cleaned that up over there, so that's nice.
Tamamdır. Tamamdır.
How about you guys go for a naval invasion from there into, I don't know, Benghazi maybe? We'll put you on this line over here. And you guys don't need to guard that anymore, so you can join this army. Put you guys on strike force, we'll put these guys on patrol, see if we can take out the Ottoman Navy there.
Tamamdır.
Or not the Ottoman, that's us, I mean the Egyptian Navy.
Anlaşıldı. Tamamdır.
We did take Damascus, so that's quite nice.
Anlaşıldı. Anlaşıldı.
See if we can start pushing back the rest of the Rashiki people here.
Anlaşıldı. Buradayım. Yardıma ihtiyacım var. Anlaşıldı. Tamamdır.
I think Egypt doesn't usually take too much to capitulate. Well, I mean, if they do, we're pretty close. We gotta be pretty close in Egypt, anyways. Get next construction tech. Or no, I don't want to do that. Actually, I want to grab our next armor tech. Armor, yeah. Get our tank. There we go. There we go, guys. We killed Egypt, and then because they're the only major in the faction, they take everyone else with them when they go down. Except for Tripolitania here, because I guess we didn't have any. My naval invasion was a bit too late there. I should have done that earlier, so we didn't have any victory points against Tripolitania. We take all that stuff. And unfortunately, we have a truce with these guys now, which is a bit annoying. But we can, we're paternal autocrat. We can declare on them later once world tension hits 50%. So that's quite nice. Guess we'll do that. Recapture of Medina.
Anlaşıldı.
I'm gonna take these guys over here. We'll do a naval invasion from, I don't know, let's say here, and let's grab those tiles, I guess. Oh, misclicked. Why isn't that letting me do that?
Evet. Tamamdır. Tamamdır.
Why can you guys not be assigned to do that? Should probably also assign the admiral. Before I forget to do that. So we have Seawolf. Yeah, sure. There you go. A bit silly. We've got that, and this guy didn't really learn anything anyway, so that's a bit unfortunate. All right, Egypt. Let's liberate Sudan and occupy Egypt. So I like this option because you get Egyptian industry, but you also get the manpower in Sudan. Fate of Arabia. Arabia usually I'll just liberate. They don't really have much going on. And then we'll liberate Yemen.
Anlaşıldı. Tamamdır.
Alright, I guess now it's okay for them to do that.
Tamamdır.
That's fine, I'll just attack the port. I'm not sure why it's bugging out on me like that, but whatever.
Tamamdır.
Guys can, I guess, join the
Tamamdır.
Red Army here. A radio, and let's pick up our fighter. You know, actually, probably let's get construction. Let's pick up our construction technology.
Tamamdır. Hay bak. Evet.
Do that, and like probably we don't really need cavalry. These guys can all be the normal. And let's also make this a proper unit here with the 20 width. And maybe maybe throw some engineers in there. That's probably gonna hurt our sport equipment supply though. That's okay. Let's put another one on sport equipment. Okay, our gun situation is pretty good at the moment, so that's fine. So we'll go finish off Iran.
Tamamdır.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this guy's not really close to learning any traits. I was hoping maybe the Persians would attack into us. They want war propaganda? Probably not. Probably not. Let's go speed 4. Invade when ready. Yes, I need you to need you guys to support. These guys can hold. It looks like Bulgaria probably already lost there, yeah. So if you want, this is these are actually cores for ST, so probably we do want to go to war to Bulgaria at some point. But in any case, like, again, like that's pretty easy there. I think, like, I should have got another landing in Tripolitania there, and that would have allowed us to also get Tripolitania. But I mean, there's not a whole lot in Tripolitania anyway, so that's not a huge deal. And we've the hard part of the war is over, and it's just beating the Iranians now. And I might just have this guy. I have this guy just battle plan a bit. Like I want him to get experience in the mountains, so he can maybe get that second terrain trait for adaptable. So we'll see. Also, we have better guns in this probably, so might actually just be able to push into them. But like, it is pretty costly to battle plan with infantry. I'm primarily just doing this because I want the experience, not because it's like, yeah. Not because it's like a great way to win. So we're getting Trickster and we're getting Mountaineer. Agricultural investments. Let's go down for the consumer goods. And in June we can start doing our political tree over here. And we have no manpower. We can go up to extensive, that's okay. Looks like Red Argentina lost. Or no, they, yeah. So we've got this guy over here, Castillo. That's good for the Argentinians. Have you stop, regain some planning, and we'll send him in again. 18% of Mountaineer. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother trying to farm that, or if we'll just kill the Persians. Resistance to occupation. Fucking Egyptians. Let's go local police force. Alright, send these guys in again. And why do we not have naval superiority? Why are you guys docked in fucking Constantinople? That's a bit frustrating. Alright, Mountaineer 33%, Trickster 33%. Very good, very good.
Yardıma ihtiyacım var.
And now we can get our plane. It's because of these coastal defense ships, maybe we can't move there. No, I don't know why I'm being blocked from, because I have a port over here. I should be able to move there. Oh, it's because the Persians have a fucking strait over here. I see. I see. That's a bit frustrating. I think that might be new. I don't think that was. I don't recall that being an issue when I was playing there last. What about our submarines? Alright, submarines can get in there. And that's enough to give us naval supremacy, so problem solved. Problem solved.
Anlaşıldı. Anlaşıldı.
Send these guys in again. Alright, there we go.
Tamamdır.
Start going after the victory points.
Anlaşıldı.
Nice, further stabilization.
Biri bana takviye eylesin.
40% Mountaineer, that's nice. That's coming along not badly.
Acilen takviyeye ihtiyacım var. Evet.
Let's have you guys go repair.
Anlaşıldı. Yardıma ihtiyacım var. Biri bana takviye eylesin.
Haitians went to war with the Dominicans again. It's, Alright, now that strait's not going to be a problem. Nationalists have won in South Africa.
Evet.
62% of Mountaineer. You over there?
Buradan gidiyoruz.
Agricultural school. Let's do our land reforms.
Tamamdır. Anlaşıldı. İptal ediyoruz. Haydi.
2%.
İptal vakti. İptal ediyoruz. Haydi. Tamamdır. Tamamdır. İptal ediyoruz. Haydi. Anlaşıldı.
Fortunately, the grinding is costing us quite a bit of equipment.
Evet.
79% of Mountaineer.
Angeschilde.
83%. So like this guy will have Mountaineer soon. Then we can kind of just focus on winning the war rather than trying to grind.
I'm on this. I'm on this. I'm on this. Angeschilde. Angeschilde.
Alright, let's go in again. Let's get an X construction tech. They're actually starting to build stuff now.
Verteidigt. Heide.
86. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Verteidigt. Heide. I'm on this. I'm on this. I'm on this. Angeschilde. Angeschilde. Evet.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mountaineer is like one of the more annoying traits to grind out. It's like the attrition you take while trying to do it, but you know, it is also one of the better terrain traits to have. Like mountain tiles are like some of the more annoying ones to try and bust through. And you know, even if then we'll have Trickster too here for Improv Expert as well on this guy.
Evet. Buradan gidiyoruz. Buradan gidiyoruz.
That's hills, so hills as well. So we're gonna.
I'm on this.
The kind of a problem here again is I wasn't really paying too much attention there. We wound up actually pushing these guys out of a lot of the mountain tiles.
I'm on this.
This is of course not ideal when Mountaineer is what you're going for.
Angeschilde.
So we might be able to push these guys back though.
Angeschilde.
90%. So we got that. Let's see here. What do we want next? Go for the manpower. We could go for down this way for the fighters. I think probably we want to start doing our political tree though. We'll go with the try and get the investigation. Almost got Trickster.
Anlaşıldı. Buradan gidiyoruz. Tamamdır. Tamamdır. Tamamdır. Evet. Buradan gidiyoruz. Evet. Haydi. Tamamdır.
Like again, you can kind of see what like the grinding does to your logistics. Like it's definitely not something you'd want to do if you know, again you didn't like already have like the war on the lock. Not something that you want to do. But again, we're trying to get these general traits, and we'll be able to catch up on this stuff later. Which is why I'm doing it. Like having a decent general is like of course pretty nice always. Sultan's speech. And talk about the plans for the future. And I think we're going to go with, you know, of course you want to stay authoritarian, so we're going to dissolve the parliament. And have a reformed, a reformed monarchy. And hopefully this guy will get his trait soon so we can stop doing this and just kill Persia. We're 98% of both those traits.
Biri bana takviye eylesin.
Plane. Machine tools. Building up our industry. Oops. So it's China and Italy's having it going on now. Okay.
Anlaşıldı. Buradan gidiyoruz.
Alright, 99 a Mountaineer, and 99 a Trickster. So we've got Mountaineer. We can get Adaptable, get Panzer Expert, which you're going to want, and then we'll get Trickster, and then... Unfortunately, you're probably going to have to wait before we get Improv Expert, but that's okay. You need like another level on this guy. So this guy's going to be like a pretty sick general. Let's take Turan.
Anlaşıldı. İntikal ediyoruz.
And we can stop doing that now.
Anlaşıldı. Anlaşıldı.
Just pin these guys and walk around them.
Anlaşıldı.
And this is a desert tile.
Tamamdır.
Alright, we got Turan.
Among them.
And then we got that. There we go. Alright, so we did it. That's the Chiropact War, and again, like kind of the only thing I screwed up on there is I didn't do the naval invasion of Tripolitania fast enough, or I could have delayed Egypt to make sure we had at least some score against Tripolitania, and we'd got that land too as well. But Tripolitania doesn't really matter all that much. We can just go declare war on them later. So yep, that's our thick Ottoman Empire, and October 38. So again, we could have finished that like a lot sooner, but I wanted to grind out this guy over here, and you can see we've got unfortunately, it looks like maybe his attack skill is a little bit low, but he's got decent supply, decent planning. That's not bad. And now we've got adaptable, and as he gains levels, we'll also be able to get improv expert on this guy as well. He's got trickster and whatnot. So of course, anytime you battle plan with infantry, you attack with infantry like that, you're going to take a whole bunch of damage. We did wind up paying the price for that in equipment, but we can make that, and it's definitely always better to have a nice general. Like that. So this guy's pretty good. And we'll be able to promote him to Field Marshal, which probably we want to do now, actually, now that I think about it. Give him the promotion. And we'll just give him the Defensive Doctrine to get the extra attack. I'll do that. And Mustafa Kemal is still alive, so that's nice. Yeah, so that's that, and then we'll look at preparing for the remainder of the campaign, maybe in the next few videos. We'll see how things are going. Wall Creek 2 is still ways off. Russia has looks like eaten Ukraine. Is that right? Yeah, they've eaten Ukraine, so that's probably a bit concerning for Germany. Not looking good for Germany at all. On the plus side, Don Cuban Union has joined their team. Third International also won in Spain. That's wow. This is looking pretty fucking awful for Germany, actually. Pretty fucking awful for Germany. Then we've got the Zilly clique over here with Puyi and friends. Looks like he was not Coop. That was just their faction. For whatever reason, just called the Silly Clique, but okay. Kunming and National Government. We got the right KMT, it looks like. It's interesting. And it looks like Helmuth actually won his war in Indochina for once. So that's definitely something you don't see every day. That's like not quite a unicorn, but it is Indochina wins that like a surprisingly large number or amount of the time. So we've got Sudan over here, and Sudan I think has decent manpower. Maybe not unlimited conscription, but still have 69k, and then they'll be able to provide a decent amount once we move forward, and we can start getting some switching over to colonial template to get some more manpower back, and we can also do the pick up our focus over here to get some more manpower. And our division cap is up to 62, so I mean, that's nice, but still like 62 divisions is probably not enough to push Russia. And tech-wise, we're about 2/3 of a year off on our Tiger tank. So I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, it is a bit late, but we won't be going to war in the Weltkrieg right away anyway, so that's probably fine. And I think we'll finish this stack of factories over here, and then maybe we'll start building. We need to start building some military factories too. But I think we probably don't need those until our tank is ready, so we can probably build civilian factories for like another bit there. So that should be fine. All right, well that's it for this video, and I think I might come back to this and see like they've got Savinkov in Russia, so probably he's gonna want to be a bit of an expansionist over there. We might get to see some gameplay against the Russians, or I don't know, maybe Germany will ask us to help out with their clusterfuck over here. They're gonna have to deal with. CNTFAI is nice to have for the International, and remember Belgium also joined the International as well. So Germany is going to be having some problems. I think this is probably one of the worst games I've seen for Germany for in a while. The Moscow Accord eats Ukraine, and then Belgium flips to the Sindies, and Sindies get Spain. So this is quite bad, quite bad. And of course, the Belgrade Pact has won in the Balkans over there, so that's probably not the best for Austria. And Austria probably going down status quo. Or no, they're on track for pluralism actually. That's interesting. So then we might see that's good. That's good for them anyways. I mean they would probably be a bit stronger doing that than they would status quo. But in terms of our game now, we just kind of go with our build-up period. We've got the factories from Egypt. I think we have like a pretty decent oil amount now, and we're gonna have to make a decision on what we want to do with Persia. Which I think. Let's see here. How many factories are we getting from occupation? Not sure. We're going to get a choice on Persia? Fate of Persia, okay. We can do military occupation, or we can liberate them. That's something where we might want the manpower, but Persia also has like a bunch of oil, which we might want to trade from. I don't think Persia is like a huge manpower country either. Yeah, a bit. Let's see here. You know what? I think I'm just gonna occupy them. We'll do that. Like Sudan's probably gonna be our manpower dump. Like, and we'll get the oil. We should be getting some. What's our exports like on that actually? We're getting 4 factories from that oil, so that's nice. Alright, so that's dealt with. This went on for a little bit longer than I thought it would, but that's gonna be it for today's video. So Love You Freeman signing out.